Hello, welcome. We are just letting people in. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Just for the newcomers, just letting everyone in, and we'll begin in a couple of minutes. Some more people in the waiting room. While the people joining is becoming less and less in the time I'm going to start. Hi everyone, hello, my name is Helena. I am a community manager here at Miro, and welcome to the case study workshop UX strategy of AR digital try-ons. This workshop is obviously not hosted by me, but by Johanni Pestalozzi. Johanni is a Miro community member, digital innovation strategist, and also she leads a community group in the community that's called Innovation and Business Strategy, as the title of her, as her title suggests, I guess. So without further ado, Johanni, I give the mic to you.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Helena, for this introduction. And thank you to all of you who decided to join us today. I'm very excited about this workshop because I had it in mind for a while already, and finally I can materialize it. So I'm very happy that you're also sharing this interest. So as Helena mentioned, the title is UX Strategy of AR Digital Try-Ons. Before we go on, I wanted to remind you that this session is being recorded, and you will have access to it via a YouTube link. And also I will make a post in the community group Innovation and Business Strategy. So some words about me. I am a digital innovation strategist. I am based in Zurich, and I have more than 11 years of cumulative work experience as a researcher, UX designer, and project manager. I have worked with projects with major global brands across different institutions and industries, including software as a service, retail, education, biotech, banking, and consulting. And I have a specialization in technological risk perception and risk governance. So I have this blend of experience, and I would be very happy to also get your insights based on the experiences you have that you bring from different industries that you're working on. The agenda for today is the following. First, we will have an icebreaker to get to know each other better, to know where you are located and some information about you. And then we're going to review the try-on experiences. I will share the board link with you in a moment. And after that, we will do a brief retrospective to understand how the workshop went and some closing words. So without further ado, I would like to go into the icebreaker that we have prepared. This is a map. Maybe some of you have already seen it. The idea is that you take a pin from here, from this section, and put it in the region of the world in which you are located. So Helena, if you could share the link of the board with the group.
I already have. Yeah, it's in the chat.
Awesome, perfect, cool. So yeah, we're gonna dedicate here some 2 minutes. So the idea again is that you take a pin from here, you go to the select mode, you can either select it or Control D to duplicate it, and then you place it in the region of the world where you are coming from. And if you would like to unmute yourself and introduce yourself, please hit C on your keyboard and add a comment, including your name, the title and your organization, your location, and why you joined. And if you would like to connect with others after the workshop, your LinkedIn access. So let's do this. I will set the timer for 2 minutes, and then we can introduce each other.
For the newcomers, I will keep dropping the link to the chat and to the board in the chat. So please join us on the board and join the icebreaker. You'll see it, everyone's cursors floating around that frame.
All right, so time's up. Let's then have a look on where people are located of our participants. We have a total of 52 people right now. And as we can see here, most of us are located in Europe, in Central Europe. So it looks like from the UK and then Germany. And yeah, actually also a couple of people from the Middle East in India as well. And then also others from the United States and Canada. Quite a nice group. Amazing. So yeah, I would like to give the opportunity to two of you to introduce yourself. So Diana, if you could please unmute yourself and say some words about you. If Diana is still in the room, would be great.
Yeah. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. I'm a product design manager and I'm based in San Francisco and really interested in the topic and new ways to use Miro. I used to work at Stitch Fix, which is, very related to this area. And I'm exploring my next job opportunity. So really excited to be here. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Diana. So I hope the workshop is useful for you for your next steps in your career. So let's have a look at someone from the UK, Celine.
Yeah, hi. I'm Celine. I'm a UX researcher. I work for a freight forwarder called Zen Cargo, and I was just interested to learn new ways to use Miro because we use it quite extensively at my company, and especially for that kind of testing, I was interested to learn from your approach.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Good. And maybe last person, Damian, if you could introduce yourself. Okay, if Damian is not around, then we can pick another person. Mohammed, if you would like to say some words about you, why you joined the workshop.
Yeah, I'm Mohammed. I'm an AI designer based in Istanbul. And interesting topic because I want to know so much about AR features on maybe UX design. I'm interested in. Let's see.
Okay, perfect. Great. So it's awesome to hear that we are all interested in this topic. It will definitely help in the development of the exercises. So once again, thanks a lot for joining. maybe before, well, yes, let me just go directly into the motivation of today's workshop. So as you may know, the retail industry is quite an important one. It has a large impact in most countries around the world. However, it has the second highest return rate according to a source, which is quite significant. It represents around 16.6% of total US retail sales, which is of $4 trillion in 2021. So it's a huge amount of money, and also efforts in terms of logistics and what the organizations need to do to repack products and replace them in their stores. So in that sense, AR, augmented reality, it's helping the retail industry to reduce the product returns and to enhance the shopping experience of their customers. So people will feel more satisfied while they're shopping, while also buying products that they feel fit them. And ultimately, the intention is to reduce the return of these products and with that, increase sales. If you're interested in learning more about this motivation, you can have a look at this link. I added it here, and you can have a more in-depth reading around it. Good, so let's go then directly to the exercise. Before we move on, Helena shared with us this board where she provides us some details into how to use Miro in case you are new with the tool. And here you have different details to undo, to zoom, or to browse, add text, etc. So you can just refer to this board during the session in case you have some questions later on. Good, so then let's go directly into the exercise. Since we have 1 hour only and now a bit less, I try to select a series of experiences in retail that are already using augmented reality. So the idea is that I will present you a series of videos, putting as an example the different ways in which augmented reality is being used in retail for this purpose to help users. So we have web fitting rooms, we have digital displays in stores, and then we have mobile apps that helps users try out the different products. So I will show you a short video, and then I will introduce you to a series of questions, and you will select a sticky note from here, and you will answer the questions that are posed in here. I will describe it later on. And also you can select an emoji like a shopping bag next to your sticky note in case you would like to describe what you wrote in the sticky note. So without further ado, let's start with the web fitting room. I selected Hugo Boss. Here is also the link of the page in case you would like to have a look later on. And you can access it and try it out by yourself. For the purpose of this workshop, we'll just rely on the video. It is, of course, a limited view because there are different parts of the user journey that we are not seeing. But in any case, you can get a preview of what the experience is about, and then we will do the exercise. So please pay attention to it because it's relatively short. It's 1 minute or so, and then we will answer a couple of questions around usability. So let me start it.
Select the items and go to the dressing room. Before fitting, you can set up your own avatar. Input the body measurement. After creating your own avatar, you can go for fitting. Now you are in the fitting room, put the clothes on your body. And the artificial intelligence will choose the suitable size for you. And you can also check the fit to see how does the recommended size fit for you. If everything all right, you can go to the quick shop. And now the product information and the available stock as well as the estimated delivery will be shown for your considering.
All right, so it was a relatively short video, but it was good enough for you to get a taste. So essentially, you can select an avatar, then you can adjust it. You can either select a pre-made avatar, or put your own measurements and then select the clothes and then try it on the avatar and quickly complete the purchase. So now let's answer these questions. What usability problems do you see in this type of virtual try-on from what you have seen so far? And how do you suggest to solve these problems? As you know, there is a series of usability criteria that we know, but I based this exercise on these basic ones, which are pretty much recognized in the design community. So you can have a look at these to base your answers, which is around intuitive design, ease of learning, efficiency of use, memorability, error frequency and severity, and subjective satisfaction. And there is a brief description so that you have a reference for it. So again, the idea is that you identify what problems do you see in this try-on type, and then how would you suggest to improve it? We're going to dedicate 2 minutes for this, and then we're going to discuss in the group. Okay, let's go for it. Remember to place an emoji next to your sticky note if you would like to describe your answers later on. Shopping cart emoji kind of. I will add another minute, just in case you'd like to add some more thoughts. All right, time's up. So let's have a look at the answers that we get in here. First, briefly check if someone would like to describe some answers. Okay, we have someone here. Maybe the person who knows this is your sticky note. If you could please unmute yourself and describe it. Okay, so because
that would be me. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead. Yes. Perfect.
I needed to switch the tab and
no problem.
The browser. So yeah, just from the first moment, I was watching the avatar transforming, and I just felt I just felt this feeling of artificiality, and it just didn't appeal to me as a tool that would serve as a taste of what this piece of clothing would look like on me.
Okay, so why did you feel that? Would you like to explain a bit what was limiting you to feel that this was somehow that you would wear?
I think first of all, the rendering was a little poor. It would have I think it must have a little bit more of a quality of a photograph. Also, the avatar as an impersonation of me. It was it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Maybe adding, maybe an option of adding a photograph of myself, a selfie, would enhance this experience a little bit.
Perfect, awesome. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts with us.
Thanks.
Okay, so we have here the result. Okay, someone, the person who wrote this sticky note, I just had the impulse to read it, but please unmute yourself and let us know what you wrote.
Yeah, hi, I'm Diana. I was a little bit late. I'm from Romania, so for receiving me a bit late. So
no problem.
Notice that you have to take a lot of effort to make this avatar of yourself. You have to measure of all of your body, and in the end, you just have a picture put on you without the possibility to, I don't know, spin it or see how the clothes will really look on your body. It feels like it's just a picture from the front, just stick there on your body like a sticky note. It gives for those girls that played the games, the dress-up games in the childhood, yeah, that kind of feeling.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So thanks a lot also for sharing your thoughts. You will have access to this board in view mode after the workshop so that you can have a look at the answers of other participants. We will need to move on to the next question. And it is about the improvement of the value proposition. So how could the value proposition of this virtual try-on be improved in a user-centered approach? And here I'm providing some suggestions like considering ChatGPT, NFTs, biometric logins, etc. Also for reference, I added here this pyramid of value propositions that products can embed, including aspects like inspirational value, individual, ease of doing business, functional value, among others. So you can have a look at these to get some inspiration into how you think this try-on, this website desktop could be improved so that users can have a better user experience. So let's dedicate again 2 to 3 minutes in this exercise, and then we will discuss in the group. Let's go for it. And again, please use an emoji from here in case you would like to describe your answers.
Johanny, there are a few people who just recently joined. Would you recommend them watching the video separately or wait till the next exercise?
Sorry, I couldn't hear properly. Can you repeat it?
Sorry, a couple of people are joining just now or have just joined, so they haven't seen the video. Would you recommend watching the video in the board or waiting for the next exercise?
Right, yes, great. Thanks a lot for letting me know. I would suggest them to wait because we are almost done in this section, and I think it's important to have watched the video previously. So it's okay, they can just see what the rest is doing.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Thank you.
All right, time's up. So let's have a look at what we got here. Okay, so we have someone here who would like to describe some your suggestions to improve this product. Please unmute yourself and let us know what you think.
Hello, this time my microphone working. Yeah, I have like many ideas how to improve this this stuff. My main idea, I also write down this in the note, is to maybe develop an app for this same function like we have now in the web situation. And this is in the web app, you can like give an option like, I don't know how many of you knowing the IKEA AR visualization app.
Yes.
Yeah, and using something like that to show your model, maybe change it poses and give possibility to see it in more real situation and from different perspectives. And also, I think this kind of like work added can give very much value to like community aspect. Also, to people will share their images on different situations, like in the social media. Hey guys, give me opinion how I'm looking this picture. Maybe I need to try something different. And this can make like going to shopping with your friends from the normal retail situation to the virtual situation and give much movement to the virtual selling.
Amazing. Thanks a lot for sharing these ideas. Really nice. Thank you. Cool. So let me see if we have someone else here. Okay, no, we don't. Okay, I will just briefly read a couple of the answers. One person says a 360 view so people can get a real feel of how it looks on them. Be able to send to friends and family, very similar to your suggestion previously, so that they can give some support on making a decision. Then do UX research, compare the real life shopping experience with the virtual, find out what elements from the real shopping experience are missing and so on. Then other ideas are present more nuanced details of fit, like fabric, stretch, very nice one. Offer more fit types beyond small, apologies, beyond the small, medium, or large, or number sizes. So users can customize their fit. Include social proof, like success stats. Okay, very nice. Perfect. Sustainable, less waste on transportation, shipping from getting and returning products. So you mean like providing some marketing so that people get more interested in using the application, I assume. Okay, very nice. Thank you very much for your answers in this section. We will now move on to the second type of fitting room that we have suggested, which is displays on stores. I have selected this example from JC Deco Group, which is a place in Shanghai Metro. And let's have a look again at the video. And of course, you cannot travel to Shanghai, but it's just for you to get impression. Again, please pay close attention to the video because it is short, and then this will be useful to provide the answers to the questions later on. Let's have a look. Perfect. So we're gonna do the same exercise. You can grab a sticky note from here, from the right-hand side, And again, place an emoji next to the sticky note to know if you would like to describe your answers. And the questions are the same as before. So what usability problems do you see in this type of virtual try-on? And how do you suggest to improve these problems? And you can have a look again into these usability principles, as mentioned before, to get some inspiration into the direction of what problems you may identify. So let's spend here 2 minutes, and then we will discuss in the group again. Let's do 3 minutes. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, perfect. So let's start with this sticky note. The person who wrote it, please unmute yourself and let us know what you wrote.
Yeah,
Okay.
me again.
Yes.
Yeah, I mostly from this what I word that right there. I want to focus mostly on the end of what I'm saying, because something that worried me later when I think about this whole application on the mirror-like screen was there is bad to put this into public space, like many person on this conference here are saying, but also I think putting this in the private space, like fitting room, replacing the mirrors can give like very extended the time of using the fitting room by a single person, because I see in the live example how, because we have shop for the shoes in my country like this with the air measurement and seeing everything in the browers category on the tablet inside the normal store, but there is many problems like just one person spending like hour with the tablet just browsing every single one an item and how many fittings room we can have in the one store, basically.
Okay, perfect. Good. So thanks a lot for sharing these ideas. A second person right below yours, if you could please share your ideas with us.
Hi there. So yeah, I saw that the camera angle looked like it couldn't be changed. And this is something that I noticed because it happens to me every day in my life. I'm very short. And so often when I'm getting a picture taken, it reaches only like the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I also noticed that the body measurements didn't seem like it could be changed. So it seems as though the picture just takes a photo of your face and then copies and pastes it onto a model's body. So it doesn't actually show an accurate representation of how the garment will fit on someone.
Okay, perfect. Thanks a lot. This is really, really nice. Okay, so we will move on quickly to the next question so that we are able to cover all the different types of try-ons that I put together today. And the question is as before, so how could the value proposition of this virtual try-on be improved? And please consider again the different suggestions on this side to ideate, to identify how you would improve this try-on. Let's spend 2 minutes on this and then we will briefly discuss it. Apologies. Okay, so let's go for it. Okay, perfect. So let's jump in directly into this sticky note. We will be able to only select one person in this section. If you could please unmute yourself and let us know what you wrote. So it'll be this one. Okay, so I will read it in case the person is not there. So it's about discounts or incentives on products purchased with early AR try-ons. Quite interesting, very nice. So kind of to incentivize customers to use the application. Perfect. So here's the second one. Mohammed, if you would like to describe it just briefly.
Yeah, maybe when people passing around this machine, the AR machine, and make it a combine on a different style, and in the weekly, maybe in about gamification, maybe we can attach this device gamification and the weekly best combination maybe.
Okay.
And after that, maybe the winner gain trophies after that.
Okay, very nice. Perfect. Thanks a lot. That's a very interesting idea and quite original. Thanks. Good. So then let's quickly move on to the last type of try-on, which is mobile fitting room. It's not really a room, but it is kind of a virtual one. So let's have a look again quickly at the video, and then we will answer the questions. Okay, this one was pretty much to the point. And let's do the same exercise. Please grab a sticky note and then write the problems that you see and how you would solve these problems. And again, please place an emoji in case you would like to describe your answers. So let's go for it. Okay, so time's up. Let's see what we have in here. Good. So we don't have a shopping bag, but we have a cat. That's a very creative one. Maybe I should read it, or if you would like to explain it, it's also fine. Yeah, so it says connectivity and responsiveness make a difference in the overall experience. Okay, it's not really a problem, but it's a nice comment. Seems to require a certain level of human mobility for the product to try on to work. Switching between browsing and personalized view. Okay, that's a very good one. There may be challenges with the user having proper lighting and space to capture the image. Very good one. So maybe some onboarding could be useful. Much more sophisticated and realistic, but might also be more difficult to learn how to set up the model to your face. Right, perfect. Good, so thanks a lot for these answers. Let's then briefly move on to the second part and the last one, which is how to improve the value proposition of this try-on. And again, have a look in here to inspire your thoughts into the direction of a solution or a suggestion to improve. And again, let's spend 2 minutes on this and then we will wrap up. All right. So let's see what we have in here. Okay, very interesting. Here we have instructions on how to guide an onboarding experience to get the most from using the tool. Saving metrics from users for retention. This means saving styles, shapes, user likes for return. Okay, very nice. And basic version of just uploading an image of yourself rather than requiring mobility or moving the neck. Very good point. Then more simple, accessible for use this feature, flexibility to use your camera or upload photos of you, feedback about how you look, adapted or not with your face. Oh, that's a very interesting one. So maybe you mean using AI to recommend you certain glasses. I'm not sure if this app includes this, but it's definitely a good tip
Exactly.
to
Yes, with a feedback, some smiley or maybe a community to talk about if you look nice or not, and maybe propose other product more adapted at your morphology.
Sorry for jumping in. From what I know, the doctor that is in charge with choosing your glasses, I don't know what's the name in English. It has some guides, like the glasses should be proportionate with your face, level between the I don't know, the lenses and so on. And I think that can be implemented. Idea.
Okay. Very nice. Thanks a lot. Very interesting advice. Cool. So we're going to leave it there because we need to move on to the last part of the workshop, which is a retrospective. Thank you so much once again for sharing your ideas on this. And as I mentioned, you will have access to the board to review the rest of the input. Now, let's dedicate 2 minutes to share what you liked about this workshop, what you learned, what was lacking, and what you were looking for. So let's do this briefly, and then we will exchange some questions if there are, and then some wrap up of the workshop. Okay, so let's go for it. Perfect. So thank you very much for your feedback on this retrospective. I will now would like to give some space in case there are any questions from the chat so that we can discuss them briefly.
Yeah, I guess please either unmute yourself or drop it in the chat and I'll read it.
Okay. So in the meantime, I may be reading what people like, the structure and collaboration, the music, great organization. Thank you very much. Board prep was good, facilitation and structure. What they learned, how to use AR in this field. That's really nice. The options available, great overview. I learned about AR devices and features. Interesting examples on how to use AR, what you were looking for, or maybe what the workshop lacked. Too fast. I get this, but I try to condense everything in this short time, but definitely agree with this. It would be super nice to do an extended workshop with some more examples and more discussion. Fully agree. In-depth discussion, thinking about the topic, more about the software. Too fast, one case with deeper discussions would be more appreciated. Some information about AR, more examples, good practices. Okay, cool. So I tried to add some more examples, some further cases from other companies on each board, so you can have a look at them. And also, a simple Google search may also lead you to some interesting cases. Okay, so what people were looking for, expecting creating wireframes and user interfaces. Okay, maybe do different session with less people to explore more interaction. Miro AI use case while exploring this activity. Good point. I was expecting what we got. Okay, not really understood TBH. More detailed information about the software and their functions, analyzing, creating user scenarios, but it was impossible due to time frame. Okay, more in-depth of the topics and new AR-related Miro features and plugins. Okay, cool. So thanks a lot for the feedback. I will consider them for follow-up workshops. Now, Helena, if there is any other questions?
Yes, there's only one question from Farah. She's asking if we have access to the method shared at the beginning, if it'll be shared, but I suppose the board itself, I asked, but I haven't gotten the response yet, but we will be sharing the board in a view setting, so you can go back to it and check everything again. Yeah,
cool.
So far, this
Perfect.
is it.
Yeah, okay, cool. So thank you once again. This was a very nice and interesting session. Of course, it was a bit short, like many of you mentioned, but it gave us a taste of what AR can do in retail and some points that we may consider if we have the opportunity to design a product of this kind in our own businesses. So thank you once again for sharing your thoughts, for your time. If you're interested, please join the group Innovation and Business Strategy in the Miro community. And also we can connect to LinkedIn to remain in contact and follow up on next workshops. So thanks again, and I wish you a very nice rest of the day.
And thank you so much, Johanni. This was great.
Thank you.
And everybody's sharing their thank yous in the chat.
Amazing. And thanks a lot for supporting with the facilitation, Helena.
Of course. Always happy to do that. And thank you everyone for joining, of course. It wouldn't have been possible without you here as well.
Thank you, everyone. It was great. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a great day, everyone, too. Bye-bye. Okay. All right, if we don't have any more questions and comments, I'm gonna just finish it here. Have a great day, everyone. I'm gonna send an email to everyone with the video and the board, and please reach out to me if you have any questions, or to Johanni, of course. We'll be happy to chat. Okay, have a great evening, day, morning.
Perfect. Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.